Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new here. I feel like we're going to have quite a few new faces in this video, so I thought that I would introduce myself quickly. My name is Jemima, I am 24 years old and I've been collecting vinyl for a couple of years now. I started collecting in December of 2020. I bought my first vinyl record then, and I got my turntable in January of 2021. So I've been collecting vinyl ever since. So I've got like a decent collection. I've had several requests to share what I've collected so far with everyone on here. I also usually make bookish videos, as you can tell from my vast bookshelves, and I also make journaling content, but I've also been known to post the occasional record unboxing, which I'm hoping to do a lot more in 2023. So if that's what you're interested in, then please stick around if you like my vibe. But usually when I'd be filming those book videos, I'd be up here and closer to the collection. I feel like it makes more sense to bring them up like this. But I know this is going to be a really long video, so I vote we just get straight on into it, because otherwise I'll truly be here all day. So I'm going to sort of shimmy over here so I can show you guys. So I organise my vinyl by alphabetical order, artist, and then within that by like chronological order, release date of albums slash EPs, whatever. Yeah, that's how we're going to be going through this. And then what I'll do is I'll address all of my 45s at the end of the video. But first of all, I thought we'd start with my family's collection, because I do kind of dip into this from time to time, and it's kind of linked to some of the other ones in my collection. So first of all, Max Richter's rendition of Vivaldi's A Four Seasons. This is a gatefold, super cool, and it kind of slides out these really cool sleeves. This is just pressed on standard black vinyl. Yeah, you do get the 2 LPs in that one. Then we have classic Fleetwood Mac Rumours. My mum was a huge Fleetwood Mac fan growing up, so this was a kind of a must. But this is usually played on her record player downstairs, and this comes with a little kind of like lyric booklet kind of thing, but it is in pretty good condition, because some of the stuff downstairs is not, and that's just because of the way it's being stored and not used frequently. For example, this one here, this is a bootleg of Eagles' Dark Desert Highway, so it's kind of like their greatest hits, pressed on this stunning glittery blue vinyl, but it is also completely warped, you can tell. So this is unplayable, or definitely unplayable on my turntable, because this would not be going anywhere near that. But I would like to get more Eagles, because again, this is another band that we kind of played a lot growing up, and I really like their music. And then lastly, for my family's collection, we have a Charlie Brown Christmas. So this is the Peanuts soundtrack, and this is pressed on a transparent green vinyl, super pretty, and it also comes with the poster of the whole gang around a Christmas tree, which is very fun. But I also don't know when you'd put that up, because it's Christmas themed. But yeah, those are all of my family's vinyl records, and now we shall get into my personal collection. So if you're new to this channel, if you're new to me, or if you just don't know anything about me, somehow you've managed to skip this, is that I am a massive Arctic Monkeys fan. So first of all, this is actually kind of cringe, but I have a bootleg edition of Whatever People Say and That's What I'm Not. This is just because there's a pressing of this album that I love, kind of like a smoke vinyl. I've always thought that when I bought this album I wanted that pressing, but it's so expensive. I was just like, that's so stupid. So when I saw this coloured pressing, I was like, she's stunning, and I snapped it up. In my defense, I have actually bought the proper version of this album. I gave it as a gift to my friend Leah, so I'm supporting the band, don't worry. I mean, I've done more than my fair share of supporting this band. But yeah, this is the sleeve, and then it's pressed on essentially the leftovers of the colours they pressed on. But it is this really fun kind of deep purple colour, and it also sounds stunning. Like, I thought there would be some flaws because it's a bootleg, but actually it's gorgeous. The only thing is, I think the cover of the real one is matte and this one is shiny. But yeah, I love this album. It's one of my favourites, of course, such an iconic one. Then we skip Favourite Worst Nightmare, and we skip Second Sea, and I have Humbug. I bought Humbug for myself because it's my most played Arctic Monkeys album, and I bought it for myself on my 23rd birthday. 2 of the members were 23 when they recorded this. So yeah, this is just a gatefold, and I will get this out to show you because it's got this really fun label of a pie, and then it also comes with a little booklet which has all the guys on the front, lyrics in the middle, and then Jamie lying down on the back. By the way, in the description of this video I could list my favourite songs from each album, because I feel like if I did that now we would be here literally all day, and that does not seem like something I want to be doing. Okay, next up we have a random one. This is another bootleg, but this is Arctic Monkeys Unplugged. So this is essentially a collection of acoustic sessions, mostly just Alex and Matt, but yeah, sometimes just Alex, sometimes maybe someone else is in there. But this is a gorgeous pressing. Isn't that stunning? It's also really heavyweight. But yeah, I love this. The recording is not the best quality to be transferred onto vinyl, but the entire like B side of this is stunning because it's all the Fox sessions. I hate paper sleeves. And honestly, just being like such a big fan of them as I am, then this is a very welcome addition to my collection. Next up we have AM, of course. My copy of AM is in a sleeve. By the way, I have just bought inner and outer sleeves for my entire collection. They haven't arrived yet. But yeah, this one's in a sleeve because this is actually the deluxe edition, so I did pay too much money for this. Basically looks like the ordinary gatefold with the band there It's pressed on standard black vinyl in a standard sleeve. It does come with the lyrics like the standard vinyl, and it also comes with a booklet, which is one of the reasons why I bought it. And this has a bunch of pictures of the band. You can Google it if you want to see what's in it, but these are such gorgeous photos. This also came with a little 45, but I'll mention that at the end. Next up, we have my favorite Arctic Monkeys album, and that is Tranquility Base Hotel and Casino. This is the web store silver exclusive. We have the gatefold, and then this is pressed on the most gorgeous silver vinyl. I just love it so much, and I think it goes with the theme of the album so much. How beautiful is this? Wow. Also 180 gram heavyweight vinyl. And then it also came with a booklet which has these really cool kind of like papery pages. Stunning photo in the middle. They released an official poster at the same time, and I have purchased that, and it shall be going above my bed. I love these guys so much. You have no idea. Okay, then we have the Arctic Monkeys Royal Albert Halls. This is live at the Royal Albert Hall, the live recording they did during the same era as Tranquility Base Hotel and Casino. My friend gave this to me, and this is the gatefold, and it's because I wanted the clear pressing, which is quite cloudy, but yeah, these awesome sleeves. And then She Is Beauty, She Is Grace. Love this to the ends of the earth. One of my very favorite pieces of work, and I'm very thankful to own that. And then lastly, Arctic Monkeys, aside from the little 45s I own, we have the car, their latest release, and this is the HMV exclusive in custard, so it's exactly like you would expect. Nothing fancy with this album. I was kind of disappointed, and it's also pressed not on heavyweight vinyl, but you know, that's all for my Arctic Monkeys collection. It's the way I've been filming for 15 minutes. I would just move on to B. Okay, so next up, I have a bunch of Beatles things. I haven't actually sought out any Beatles albums, but I just come across them and of course snapped them up when I got them. You have to have some Beatles in your collection. So this is Let It Be. It doesn't actually have the cover on it. A first Australian pressing. I don't actually love this album, but I saw it for such a cheap price I had to get it. But I think I will be probably selling it because truly, I know people are gonna hate me for this, but truly my favourite song in this is Let It Be, and like, I liked some of the others, but I didn't love any of them. I feel like it's just taking up space in my collection, and someone else would prefer it much more. So this will probably be up on Discogs at some point. And then recently, my two latest additions, the Red album and the Blue albums, the two compilation albums from the Beatles. Got these from Oxfam, which is a charity shop. Love. These are both gatefolds, but I'm not going to bother getting them out. You can Google it if you wish, but yeah, just standard black. 2 LPs. Then we have Billie Eilish. So I only have her EP because it's my favourite work of hers. I was a very early Billie fan. I just don't love her recent stuff as much. This is the standard pressing, which is actually red. Lyrics and a picture, and then it's just like opaque red. Nice heavyweight vinyl. Very thankful to own this, and this was a gift, same friend who gave me Royal Albert Hall. Next up, I have Billy Joel. So I have got The Stranger, which is such a legendary album. I grew up hearing this in the house a lot. My parents love this one. I paid £15 for this, quite expensive, but it's in perfect condition and it's amazing. Comes with this awesome poster of him, some lyrics on the back. I should play this way more. It was really a special one growing up. I have my one and only Blossoms vinyl, and that is their In Isolation and Live from the Plaza Theatre in Stockport. During lockdown, they recorded a bunch of music together and they did a bunch of covers as well as some of their own stuff. So that's what the first disc is, and then the second disc is just a live recording. In Isolation one is pressed on a baby blue vinyl, and the live one is pressed on baby pink vinyl. And I got this from HMV during the Boxing Day, New Year's, some sales. So I only paid like 20 quid for it, which is pretty good for a double LP. And there's a lovely photo in there of them. Then we have probably my most underrated album in my collection, and that is Not Even Happiness by Julie Byrne. I love this woman's music. She is fantastic, and I found her, I think probably about 2017, and I've just loved her music ever since, everything she ever puts out. But yeah, this is a gorgeous album. I love this album cover. It's one of my favorites. I bought this from her record label, Bass and Rock. It was super duper cheap, pressed on black vinyl. But yeah, this is one of my favorite things in my collection, and it's so stunning on vinyl. Gorgeous. I would really recommend checking her out if you guys don't know about her already. Then we have the Carpenters. My mum was a huge Carpenters fan growing up, so when we found this in a charity shop, she was with me and I decided to pick it up. So this is their singles from 1969 to 1973. Again, I love this colour. And then we have a gorgeous photo in the middle. Then we have Catfish and the Bottlemen, my one album from them. This is my favourite from them by far. This is The Balcony, and I bought this recently because it restocked on Amazon finally. But it's just got lyrics and then the same image and some credits on the sleeve. Standard black vinyl. Love this album though. Then we have Declan McKenna. He was my favourite artist of 2017. That entire kind of spring to summer, this was the only thing I listened to, and I would have called him like my #1 artist at that time in my life. What Do You Think About the Car is my favourite of his. I would like his second album, but this is my favourite, like I said. Cool sleeve, lyrics on the back, but then it is just pressed on standard black. This came with a CD, which I've since sold, which I kind of regret. but it's okay, I don't own a CD player. Fleetwood Mac's Tango the Night. I got this from a record store in Brighton, which is why they gave me this sleeve. This is my favourite Fleetwood Mac album just because it's so nostalgic for me. My mum had the cassette of this and she used to play it a lot when I was growing up, but yeah, I love it. I love every single song on this. This has just got lyrics on either side, and it's a very clean, beautiful pressing. Then we have Françoise Hardy, Sings About Love, collection of her songs. I've been making my way through her discography. I'm saving my favourite songs for playlist, so if you're interested in that, then I can link the playlist down below. I love her music a lot. I love this era of French music. She's gorgeous on the back there, and I think this is a gorgeous cover because she's a beautiful human. Next up we have Inhaler. This is their debut album, It Won't Always Be Like This, and I have the store exclusive alternate cover deluxe. It's the deluxe one basically. I did an unboxing for this if you're interested. I'll have it linked down below as well as all my other unboxings. Alternate artwork on the cover and the back, and then the gatefold as well, different colours. This came with a little 7-inch, which again I'll get to at the end of the video, but it also came with a signed poster, which is the original cover. This is what like the regular vinyl looks like, and it's signed by each of the band members. I saw Inhaler in this and they were stunning. I'm seeing them again this month and I'm just so hyped. Lyrics and a photo on the back with a thank you note, and then this is called Royal Blue, and it's such a beautiful blue colour. It's a bit more green than it's showing up on the camera, but yes, I love this album. Such a strong debut and one of my favourite ever bands. Shout out to them. Then we have Carole King's Tapestry, iconic album, must have in a collection. One of my very favourite album covers ever. I think it's so beautiful. I don't know, I can't even explain it. Lyrics on the back, and then this is pressed on Santa Black, obviously. Then we have my one and only La Femme album. I love their music. I'm going to cover this up because she is showing everything to the world. La Femme, Psychological Berlin, yeah. 4 discs, but they're all in like one singular thing. This is no gatefold. And again, Naked Lady, but yeah, cool sleeves. They are an awesome band. I really recommend checking them out, and there's plenty more of their albums that I would love to own, but I'm very happy with this very first addition to my collection. Right, I'm going to do some rearranging so we can get into the next section of this collection because I've got much of the same person now. Right, we're now getting into my Lana Del Rey collection. As you'll see over the next few minutes, Lana is one of my very favourite artists ever. She would be my favourite female artist. I don't actually own Wanted Eye or Paradise, which I would love to have, but they're always so expensive, so I don't have them yet. But I do have Ultraviolence, and I bought this on Amazon when it finally restocked in there for a decent price. Beautiful, beautiful album. Stunning gatefold, and then the sleeves are this blue colour with lyrics. Very much a favourite of mine. Then we have actually my favourite Lana album to listen on vinyl, and that is Honeymoon. Super underrated album. It's so good. If you haven't paid proper attention to this, I recommend re-listening to it and just like really getting in your feels because it's stunning. But yeah, we have an amazing picture in the centre, and then we've got this photo of her, again stunning, and then the booklet is like this. It's so vibey. Every single song is mentioned, but whether it's like a verse or just one line or whatever. So I see why this was expensive, but also should not be allowed. But I bought this at Urban Outfitters back when I had student discount, so it was all fine. Super underrated Lana album, even though all of her stuff is popular. Then we have NFR, iconic. I remember this era of my life so much just because of this album. I'll get the sleeves out to show you as well. And the other one, just kind of like vistas of the ocean. For a good period of time I would have said that NFR was my favourite, but now I don't have a clue because she's put up too much good stuff. We have her poetry album, Violet Bent Backwards Over the Grass. This is a gatefold, but it needn't be because there's only the one disc. Didn't get any special pressing or anything, it's just the standard black, but it has got fun oranges on the sleeve, which I can't get out because it's one of those annoying paper ones. Then I have Chemtrails. This is the Amazon exclusive pressing. I can't remember the colour they called it, but it's basically a peach. Picture and lyrics, and then this is it. It's very pretty. I like this a lot. It's kind of not showing up as nice on the video, but it's got lots of kind of darker peach speckles in it. This is a really beautiful album on vinyl, but I don't listen to it nearly as much digitally. And then we have Blue Banisters. In my opinion, it's her best one vocally, and her and her sister on the back. And then the gatefold, beautiful. And this is the web store exclusive, kind of like transparent white. You can't even tell because of the lighting, but like it's kind of like bone coloured and like a little bit marbled. It's really beautiful. And again, the other sleeve has the single cover from Arcadia and then lyrics on the back. So that's my entire Lana collection. Next up we have The Last Shadow Puppets, another one of my favourite ever bands. This is everything you've come to expect. Such a good one. And this is the deluxe one, so it's pressed on a heavyweight black vinyl, which I won't be getting out. But it also comes with this booklet built in with photos of Alex and Miles. Stunning, beautiful photos. Like it's just unreal. And I bought this on eBay, used, but actually it's in perfect condition. Gorgeous. And then all the lyrics. And again, this came with a 45, which I will show at the end of the video, like I keep saying. Next up we have, it's kind of funny, it's next door, but we have Louise Vinay Lune Noir. This is Alex Turner's girlfriend, and that is Alex from Arctic Monkeys. This is his like little side project. That's kind of funny, but this is her one and only album. I'm begging for her to put more music because I love this so much. It's just incredible actually. I'm so glad I was able to find it through him. And then this is a transparent red pressing, which I ordered all the way from France because that's how much I am obsessed with her. It was a Fnac exclusive. It is a little bit torn at the top, but we couldn't forget it because it's stunning and it plays beautifully. So Tonight That I Might See by Mazzy Star. Standard black, but it does come with a little postery kind of thing, which looks like this. Beautiful album. We have my one and only Muse album. I'd love to get more of theirs, but this is my favourite. Black Holes and Revelations. Classic one. Pressed on standard black, but it does come with a cool sleeve, which has a photo of them on, and lyrics on the back. This is also heavyweight. The Best of Nat King Cole by Nat King Cole, of course. Little compilation album. I love him. This is stunning. Put it on every single Valentine's Day since I've had it. Then we have my neighbourhood collection, but we have my two favourite albums, so it's okay, although I would love the first one, I Love You. I almost got it the other day, but then the price shot was like 45 quid and I was like, I'm not doing that. So we have Wiped Out, and I have unboxings for both of these on my channel, and these are both on standard black. The sleeves make up this photo like of the whole band, which again you can see in all its glory in the unboxing video. The Neighbourhood were my favourite band throughout like kind of middle school and high school, if I put it in American terms, like secondary school if you are English. And then we have The Neighbourhood, which is actually an EP. It's part of their bigger album, but they released it kind of separately, and I really don't mind having just this because this has all my favourite songs from that album on it. And this came with a poster, credits on the back. Again, I'm not going to go into huge detail here because you can watch the unboxing video, but the sleeves have a photo on one side and then the lyrics of the songs on the other. Then we have a little Radiohead collection. I have 3 Radiohead albums. I would love more, but you know, you got to grow your collection slowly. Vinyl records are expensive. So we have OK Computer, legendary album, my second favourite from them, Gatefold, and then 2 LPs, and this was from HMV and it was such an affordable price. You just have to like look out for it. I don't play it nearly enough actually. I play it all the time when I'm out and about, but not enough at home. Then we have my favourite Radiohead album, and that is In Rainbows, one of my favourite ever albums of all time. That's the sleeve of this. No shit cool, but this is actually my little brother's copy, but I keep it in my collection because he doesn't own a record player currently. One of the most beautiful ones from them on vinyl. It's just so kind of like ambient, super cool sleeves. But I do know that I will inevitably have to give this back to my little brother at some point, so I will definitely be purchasing my own copy whenever that has to happen. Next up we have a bunch of charity shop ones. So I've got a couple of Sinatra's. I've got Come Fly With Me. This is always in the charity shop. I like this one. I don't like it as much as this one, which is a much later one. And this is Some Nice Things I've Missed. My favourite song on here, I'm gonna have to shout it out even though I'm gonna mention it down below, but it is What Are You Doing the Rest of Your Life? I Die. I'm now a ghost. Then we have Spandau Ballet, True. I just love that one song, but you know, it's got some other bops on here. It probably is my favourite ever 80s song. There they are, looking fabulous in their short shorts. Lyrics on the back. And then we have my one and only Sting album, which is The Dream of the Blue Turtles. I can't see this album anywhere, so I think this could be quite rare. I don't know. If you own it, let me know, because I haven't seen anyone else have it. And then it also comes with a little lyric booklet. Sting is another artist who played a lot in my household growing up. Next up we have my Tiny Strokes collection. The Strokes are one of my top bands, probably second band after Arctic Monkeys, but I only have 2 of the records. I would love to have more of them. First of all, I have Countdown Machine, underrated but sounds stunning on vinyl, and it's always really cheap. But yeah, this is just standard black. Lastly, one of the very first albums I bought for myself, The New Abnormal, and this is also the standard pressing, but it does come with a bunch of fun things. It comes with a poster with credits on the back, and it also comes with a massive poster of that image, which I don't even think I'm going to be able to get in the frame. So we shall see how this goes. But yeah, that's that. And the other side is vertical of the whole band. I think that would look sick hanging up, but I don't have any room in my room, and I also want to take care of this because the Grammy award-winning album, I'll have you know. This is my favourite Strokes album, and it's just immaculate, no misses. But I obviously would love more of their stuff. I'm actually seeing them for the very first time in August of this year, and I'm just hyped. Then we have a couple more albums before we get into my soundtracks, and then we'll get into the ones that my mum owns that I have. So first of all, I have Tame Impala's Currents. I really want a Slow Rush, but I just haven't put it to my collection. I also want Lunarism. I want everything he's ever done. Yep. Beautiful on vinyl. It's just like chill and good vibes. And then the other side is Yellow. And then lastly, I have Tears for Fears, Songs from the Big Chair. It has Everybody Wants a World on it, so you have to have it. Pictures on the sleeve and credits on the back. So those are all the albums that I personally own, but now we're going to move into soundtracks and winums. So my soundtracks live separately from the rest of my albums. I have them in alphabetical order by title, but not by artist. I have 3 of them only, but I would love more. There's plenty more that I would love. First of all, I have the Incredibles soundtrack. This is on picture disc. It's the one and only picture disc I own. This is not totally clean to play, but we did get it secondhand, so I can't really blame it. Fun thing to own. Great soundtrack, even better movie. Then we have the most expensive vinyl in my collection, and that is the soundtrack of In the Mood for Love. And this has 2 discs, both on colour vinyl. The first one is on this purple vinyl, which kind of has a dark colour running throughout it. Picks up a little bit on the camera. And then the second one is a very cool pressing. It's like a slightly transparent yellow with this deeper kind of rust throughout it. Very cool. The atmosphere of this movie is so brilliant, and so listen to the vinyl, you can just kind of be transported into the movie without having to be staring at the screen. And then lastly, the soundtracks, although this doesn't really count, and that is The Phantom of the Opera. So this is the one from the original performance of it with the original cast, and I was super lucky to find this in the charity shop for a really cheap price. So that's the 2 discs. And then it also comes with a booklet, which is absolutely massive. It's got a bunch of information about the songs and the script. So yeah, like I said, I found this for such a cheap price, and I just been to see it in theatres, and literally the very next weekend I saw this in the charity shop, so I had to snap it up. And then we have 3 of my mum's records. First of all, I have Linda Ronstadt's Prisoner in Disguise. I have Jackson Browne's Late to the Sky, and we have Belinda Carlisle's Runaway Horse. Okay, then lastly, we're going to go through my little 45 collection. I only have a very meagre collection of these, but I love every single one. So first of all, randomly in the front, I have the AM CD. I saw this in the charity shop. Couldn't pass it up because it was so beaten up, and I felt sorry for it because I'm an absolute simp for this band and this album and just everything. Anyways, this is not what this is about, so I'm going to put this aside and then start talking about these. So first of all, I have TBHC. This is the single of Tranquility Base Hotel and Casino, and the other side has got Anyways, one and only single that came out with Arctic Monkeys' Tranquility Base Hotel and Casino album. This was a gift from the same person who gave me the Royal Hall performance record. So this is such a prized possession because she actually had to get it on Discogs because it's not on their website anymore. And I love this era, I love this song, I love everything about this. I think it's such a cute little one, but it's such a beautiful thing to own. Another Arctic Monkeys one. This one actually came with the deluxe AM album by them, and this is the reason why I wanted the deluxe version of that album. And this comes with 2 B-side tracks, so you get 2013 and you also get Stop the World. Then we have the little 45 that came with my Inhaler album. I'm a bit annoyed about this because these were meant to be both like vinyl exclusives. One of them is now on Spotify, if not both of them. So this is When I'm With You and Dublin, and this is pressed on like almost like a red hot pink. Very fun. I don't listen to this ever basically, but it's cool to own. And then we have The Last Shadow Puppets. This is the one that came in the deluxe version of that album. Bad Habits and Born Identity. Born Identity, I Die. And then it is pressed on a transparent amber kind of colour. Then we have a Frank Sinatra single. This is My Way, and then Blue Lace on the B-side. My Way on vinyl just hits different. And then lastly we have Spandau Ballet True, and then the other side of this is Lifeline, the Entered remix of the USA. I bought this because I was hoping I could just keep this and get rid of the album, but then I realised this has a huge skip on it, right in the middle of the song that I love. So I think I'm going to be getting rid of this and keeping the album actually. But yeah, on that note, my little box is empty, and so those were all the 45s, and that's also all the vinyl in my collection. I am literally exhausted. This was the longest video in the history of the world, and I'm going to be spending a long time editing it. But I hope you guys really enjoyed watching it. I hope you guys like the more casual kind of little setup we had going on here. I love vinyl records. I love music to my core. I actually am wearing my Rock and Sen t-shirt because I saw Inhaler and Arctic Monkeys for this festival in Paris in August. Stunning. I also saw Le Fen. Doesn't get better than that. I'm gonna love you, I'm gonna leave you. Thank you so much for watching. It has been a pleasure. If you liked the video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up so I know you did. Comment anything you want down below, ask any questions, whatever you want. And yeah, I just got a notification on my phone saying that my sleeves are arriving today. My like protective sleeves, so hopefully that does happen. If you guys like what you saw, please subscribe because I'm happy to do more vinyl content in the future. If you enjoyed seeing it, I'm gonna let you go because we've both been here for a long time. But like I said, thank you for spending your time here, and I'll see you on Wednesday for another video. Bye. I'm also planning on doing some videos that are book and music themed because I've got several ideas I think could be fun. So if you are interested in seeing anything like that, then please do stay tuned because I would love to have people who are interested in music and don't mind hearing about books too. So if that's you, please hang around because then I won't know I'm all alone in this. Jokes. Loads of people who love books also collect vinyl.